for a win, coming into tonight 4-7. But again, if anyone's shown you that things can change, it's Madison. Again, alongside former Olympian Kevin Wong, I'm Shelby Coppage. Kevin, this match is so important, especially for the win. How important is it for these two teams?
Yeah, I think the win is important, but I think just as important is figuring out who fits in which gaps and figuring out how to get some mojo. Both teams really need that heading into the home stretch.
Big part of that mojo is going to be the middles for tonight, starting with Austin, two of the best blockers in the nation.
Come in established. Everyone knew they would bring the blocking, but just as importantly, their offense has been prolific this season.
Taking a look at the starting lineup on your screen, and Maddie Skinner coming off a 25-kill match. Going to be a name we say a lot tonight. For the other side, Omaha, some new faces when it comes to that middle blocker position as well.
Yeah, really showing you that this is a team that needs the answers. This is a team that needs some new pieces. Wokolo coming in March. Francis looks like she's getting the start tonight. They need to get some quick answers here for this Omaha team.
Taking a look at the Omaha starting lineup, Sammy Francis will be making her rookie debut here tonight. And again, she just joined the league on Tuesday. Still in school at Stanford. A lot of great stories here tonight on the court. Now it's time to look at our scouting report brought to you by Adidas.
Couple of things. This is the first home match for Omaha in Baxter. It's a bigger arena, much more depth to worry about on the passing side. We talked about the block party from Austin. On the other side, Omaha's going to have to pass well and spread that offense, really rely on that diversified attack that they have.
Chris McGowan taking over for Austin as of late today. He said that we've really been working on our passing, our defense. He said at this point in the season, it's really important to pick what you want to focus on. And he said, especially against Omaha, a very in-system team, we have to be on our A game when it comes to defense. And as you see right on your screen, Carly Lloyd, all-star setter, talking with her head coach.
Good sized crowd. Today was Jordan Larson Day. They were handing out uniforms. First 500 people, I think, got a replica jersey. I didn't get one.
Oh, we'll have to get one. It's not over. So many fans in the house tonight. Lloyd's our first serve. Austin trying to show that block early, but Omaha able to get that tool.
And once again, starting with that really good pass. That's something that Omaha's been good at all year long. And then they run a lot of different weapons from a lot of different places.
Tight pass from Eggleston. A tip from Skinner. Not able to find that coverage, though. It's Omaha's point. How important is that coverage going to be, especially with a team who gets so many blocks?
I think for Omaha going to be more important for sure. That's a surprising block for Omaha early on. This is a team that's not known for their prowess at the net.
Omaha has a new blocker on their side. We'll get into more on Sammy Francis tonight. Big swing by Logolson, but it's up from wong-orantes. And there's that high touch. Cubic Banks with the point.
Set up the defense. They get the nice set on the outside. Dykema was not in the lineup in the previous match, but comes in 100% and ready to go.
Deep flow from Winters. Eggleston with the 3-option pass. What a spot by Skinner.
Skinner, it's just so effortless. Her ability to get up and touch over 11 feet on the outside, it's almost not even fair. And then you throw in the amazing world-class arm swing. That's a deadly combination.
Little net help for Logan Eggleston. Big swing by Savar, out to Skinner. Sammy Francis, her first block as a pro. Welcome to Love.
Yeah, interesting story. Just cleared yesterday to play. We had no idea if she was going to be in the lineup, and here she gets a really quick start. The second team All-American from Stanford.
Francis said she got a text saying, hey, we need some help with that middle blocker position. And she said, all right, I'm there. A couple days later, Tuesday, rest is history. Big up on Austin's side. Anna Hawk with the defense leading to offense. And for Susie Fritz on your screen, she has been such an inspiration to watch from her career. Kansas State, then Arkansas, taking over as head coach for Omaha. Great leader to learn from for these players. Up made look easy by Austin. Skinner off the high hands. Another point for Maddie Skinner.
The other interesting development for this Austin team is going from a 6-2, which they've done for much of the season, to a 5-1, and Carly Lloyd stepping in opposite Maddie Skinner.
Molly McCage in that back row. Look out for Omaha to pick on that middle. Oh, McCage running that ball down. She must have heard me. Free ball for Omaha. Back row attack. What an up by Austin.
And you can see along with that, they've got Inouye playing defense in the back row for Austin, doing some amazing things, extending rallies. Gonna get a feeling that we might see Lexi Rodriguez in a similar role for this Omaha team.
Lexi Rodriguez getting a lot more playing time as of late. Another free ball for Omaha. Awkward slide for Thader. Recycling though. And that's going to be Austin's ball. And again, talking Austin, head coach Chris McGowan, who has such an amazing career. BYU has two daughters who do not play volleyball. They are really into mountain biking, but says they love to support him. Tight pass. Through the block, it's Cubic Banks.
Yeah, it's interesting, you talked about the text that Sammy Francis got. Chris McGowan got a really similar text. He said he got a text on Friday, right as he was getting ready to embark on a family vacation. By Wednesday the next week, he'd moved, he'd found a new apartment, got a car, and was coaching his first match.
Part of that lifestyle. Battle at the net. Big line swing from Winters. Hoping it was in. Austin gets the point. We talked about in the Open how important this win is for both of these teams, matching their records. What's standing out to you so far in the first set?
Some jitters on both sides, right? This is a big match in a brand new arena. Both teams really want to win. The other thing that's really striking to me is if these were jigsaw pieces, the two teams would fit each other really well. You got great ball control from this Omaha team, and on the other side, you got so much athleticism, so many live arms. If you could kind of blend two teams, they would make two really good teams.
Big slide, but what an up. Zoe Jarvis not able to keep that play in touch. Talking puzzle pieces, Omaha has such leadership, but especially looking at this connection with the middle.
Yeah, Dykema doing such a good job, and Thader has been the steady middle blocker for this team all year long.
Thader at the service line, number 6 in blocks and aces for Love. Picking on Eggleston right now. Oh, and what a spot, Eggleston gives it right back to Thader.
One of the amazing finishers, the former player of the year, the national champion. Didn't start the playoff so pretty, but what an amazing cut shot at the end.
Nice pass from Winters. D-ball to Skinner. And she finds the line. Oh, and a touch. Big kill for Skinner.
Chris McGowan had a really interesting stat. He said that Skinner, her hitting efficiency numbers are way better actually in the back row than they are the front row. That's pretty unique and very rarely the case.
Why do you think that is for Skinner?
I think she's just got, she levitates, right? So she's got this ability to defy all of the laws of gravity, and that 2 meter going through the 3 meter line, not really a big deal for her.
You are not exaggerating when you say levitate. That is For sure. Carly Lloyd finding Skinner. Francis denying that ball. Austin able to keep that in play. Good point.
Sammy Francis showing a little patience, doing a really good job there of getting the block. Talking about the additions of the middle blockers for Omaha. Looks like Herrera will not be available for the rest of the season.
What a cut from Eggleston.
We saw the hard angle. This time we see the look away, turn down the line. It's crafty. So many times we forget, these are young athletes, right? They're still many more years till their prime.
Eggleston started her pro career in Turkey. Said she was so excited when she heard that the Love League was starting, especially in Austin, Texas. Free ball for Austin. Carly Lloyd going back. Big up from wong-orantes. Tooled off of Skinner, Omaha's point.
Savar, one of the stars of the Canadian national team. She brings a lot of this emotion that I think Omaha will need. Gotta get that spark, gotta get that fire. 7-match losing streak.
Jarvis, not usually the person you want to serve because that might lead into a kill from Molly McCage.
That's interesting, right? This is a team that have been platooning their liberos for most of the season, and Jarvis coming out ahead over the last couple of weeks.
Big swing from Cubic Banks, denied again by Francis. Tight pass. Effort from Winters. Not able to overcome Austin.
Good look at Molly McCage, the hometown girl from Austin.
It's a close one already in the first set. Austin slowly creeping out. Big helps from their blocks. More to come. Sammy Francis with her rookie debut here in Omaha.
Doing your hair so beautiful. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only, what was it, 2 hours late?
For 1 and 45 minutes.
It's okay. I've already told Dad. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell him.
You said forgive you. You didn't say don't tell anyone. So, pick one.
Okay, baby, let's go. You're done.
It's time to hoop anyways.
Yeah, not yet. I love you. So get them.
Wow, what a rally.
This is the kind of volleyball that we expect to see and love. It's a river. What a finish.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are on sale now. Make sure you go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. Recently, Omaha setter Laura Dykema had some encouraging words when it comes to Omaha and their matches so far.
I think we want the best for the team, so we are a little bit searching for what's working. Clearly, we are struggling in this period in the season, but I think we still have to believe in our team, in everybody. And the season is still long, and we have so much to win. So I think it's now our job to stay positive and just work through this period.
Dykema has been a pro since the age of 16, so definitely knows what she is talking about. Sammy Francis at the service line already getting on the stat sheet in her first set in a professional career ever. A lot of history being made for this player tonight. I'm sure her family's watching. Shout out to the Francis family. Deep float from Sammy. Big block by Thader. Out again to Skinner. Skinner being pushed to a lot of tips so far. Patience shown by Omaha's offense. Skinner pulled in. High ball. Oh, and finding the middle of the court, Molly McCage making that look easy.
Carly Lloyd doing a really good job of getting everyone involved in the offense on the other side. Fun to see Sammy Francis, a couple of really good transition sets. One was a back bump from well off the court. She's got skills. Kevin Hambley taught her a little skills along the way.
And some tough serving from Kevin Hambley as well. Big play by Cubic Banks. You talked about mojo needed. Looks like Omaha is starting to show that right now.
Yeah, and I think sometimes there's mojo in players too, right? And I'm really interested to see when Lexi Rodriguez gets out on the court. When does Jordan Larson get on the court? Because those are two players I think of when I think of mojo, momentum, leadership as well.
Hawk going for the high hands, not able to make it happen.
Yeah, if Omaha can get Austin in passing trouble, and if they can force more of the sets to go out to players like Hawk, that's a really good situation for them. Right, you got Obagu, you got Skinner. Those are the main two options in this rotation.
Austin had the 4-point lead going into break, and Omaha creeping back up. Obagu back at the front.
Best middle blocker of the Tokyo Olympic Games. Seems like every year she gets a little bit better. So physical, but yet so cerebral too. One of the smartest players out here in the court.
Big swing by Cubic Banks, beating out forehands of Austin.
Used to be just Cubic, but now Cubic Banks got married this summer. She actually moved to Houston during the offseason where she coaches high school team. Oh, what a treat for those players.
Cubic Banks, All-American from the University of Nebraska. A lot of fans here to see her tonight. And that swing goes back in winner's face.
You know, we were talking before the match, this is both of our first times in Nebraska, and in some ways I felt like this reverence coming to what a lot of people think of as the epicenter of volleyball in the U.S. in a lot of ways.
Oh, Nebraska is similar to Austin. When you think of Austin, the Longhorns, the Huskers, these are two teams that have forever made an impact in the sport of volleyball.
Once again, the pass, I mean, Dykema's not having to run very far, right? All these passes just landing on top of her head, really letting her orchestrate a great offensive system.
Big back row attack, it's Maddie Skinner.
That big is going to cause people problems. You know, you're already worried about Eggleston, you're worried about McCage, you're worried about all these other options, and then she comes out flying over the top of the middle. So hard to focus on that play.
For those just starting their volleyball journey, explain to them what a BIC is.
The BIC is the back row quick, right? And it's really something that's taken storm over the last 6 to 8 years, becoming much more popular at the NCAA level as well. And it just gives defenses one more thing to worry about.
Jarrett Elliott definitely utilizing the BIC when he had skin on his team last season. And set a lot lower, forcing that offense to speed up. Big dig from Jarvis in the cage on the slide, but it's up from Omaha. Quick out to Eggleston. Off the hands of Winters and Francis. What a play this has been. Jarvis keeping it alive. Skinner finding hands. What a cut. Cut being a tool from Eggleston.
Jarvis has been all over the place. Looking really steady, covering a lot of court. Take a look at that sprawl. So physical. And then on the end, hitting the high hands. Jaylee Winters did not like that call. She thought hit the line.
Tight pass. In system play.
Talked about Nebraska 5 times the NCAA championship winner, 95, 2000, 2006, 2015, and 2017. 8 years, that's a little bit of a drop for a team like that, a program.
A lot of changes at Nebraska, hoping to get back to where they've been for so long, been really close the last few years. What a block! Savar is all over Maddie Skinner.
Yeah, early in the season, we saw Savar more on the left side. Here we are seeing her on the right side, and she's been a really steady blocking force out there. This is a really important first set for Omaha. It's a team that if they can get a little bit of energy early on, they can draw out a match. But when things haven't been going well early, they've been blown out in a few matches.
And not even having Jordan Larson on the court, something that we're not used to talking starting lineup, but Sammy Francis already making an impact. And as we see, this has been the record for Omaha. 0-5 the last 5 matches, struggling to get back in that 500 percentage. And maybe it helps to have those younger, fresh faces like Sammy Francis bring some energy to their team.
And just healthy, younger, fresh faces, too.
Right. Talking Sammy Francis. Again, she's currently still in school at Stanford. It said that she could not wait to start a pro career. Didn't think it would be this early. Saw love going on and just wished that she was a part of that. When she got that text, she could not believe it. Now she's already gotten blocks and kills against LOVB Austin here in Omaha, Nebraska. Big block by Omaha. Out to Skinner, and it's off the hands.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Sammy Francis is she's on spring break right now. The longest conversation she had, obviously talked to her parents a little bit, but the longest conversations with her professors to say, hey, I got 3 more weeks of this season I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back to school and finish up, but can I go?
And I'm sure our professors believed her. Those Stanford students do not mess around with their academics. Free ball for Omaha. wong-orantes with the set and the up. Back out. Ooh, it's tight at the net.
And that was a smart play. You see Sammy Francis, she actually stepped back. She saw the train wreck happening, stepped back, and a really safe play. They are smart up there on the farm.
I heard they look for that here and there. And the crowd is going wild for Lexi Rodriguez, one of the most beloved volleyball players in the nation by far. Deep throw. What a dig. Huge hit by Skinner.
That might have been the best transition set of the year. We talked about this. We are in one of the highest ceiling roofs, and that dig went nearly to the scoreboard. Lexi Rodriguez came in, played a little limbo, and laid up the perfect bump set.
Lexi Rodriguez, no stranger to taking that second ball. McCage not able to find that snap. Omaha's point.
Right, how do you change the energy? That set you had to wait for days, finally came down, and she put the perfect bump set. Take a look, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That was like hang time for days and the perfect set. The game, the electricity in this arena changed when number 1 stepped on the court there.
Oh, this little number 10, you know, loves Lexi Rodriguez, and I'm sure it was hard for her to not see the court for a few matches. That's not something that this all-star libero is used to, but playing alongside Justine Wong-Orantes, I can only imagine how much more Rodriguez is learning.
Right, and you see the passing of the torch in some ways. They're all wearing their number 10 Jordan Larson jerseys, but I guarantee you at some point in time there's going to be a 1 on that jersey, and they're going to be handing thousands of them away.
4-time All-American, 2024 AVCA National Player of the Year, Lexi Rodriguez has made a everlasting imprint at University of Nebraska. Back at the service line. Off pass. Tooled again off the block. Big swing by Anna Hawk.
Got a big feeling that we'll see a little breathing right now. You got 2 of the best liberos in the league together on the same team. Got a feeling that we'll be a little parting of the waters next season.
The defense at Omaha is definitely one of my favorite things to watch.
You know, we always talk about how important out-of-system offense is. This Omaha team, they've never been in out-of-system. Even when they get a high dig, they're in system.
Big pass. It started as a good pass for Austin. Carly Lloyd with the ideal pass, just not able to make production happen.
She goes right over to Obagu. Says, I can do a little better.
Tight to Skinner. Right down that line, getting the kill off Wong-Orantes.
Opposites for Team USA in the last couple Olympic Games. Annie Drew Schumacher as well as Jordan Thompson. Well, there is a new player in the mix. It's going to be a fun competition heading to Los Angeles.
Eric Sullivan, who knows this Austin team better than potentially anybody. And loves that block. Oblaku.
Going to be fun to see who Sullivan picks for the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028.
When it comes to being an Olympian, what are some things that you have to absolutely have besides passing? What are some intangibles you need?
You need physicality and you need confidence for days.
Skinner showing a lot more confidence at the service line as of late. Off pass. Tooling off of Bagu. That must give me that confidence you need.
That's a high hit. You don't do that very often. You can see the frustration. Everyone knows it's going to the outside. Perfectly formed block and just hitting the right spot at the right time. Key for Austin to get a good pass here.
Cubic Banks doing everything she can to not let that happen. And it is a good pass. Open up that slide, but it's up from Omaha. Oh, what a dig. Austin's really picking on the block on the right for Omaha.
Yeah, I think you'll see that on both sides, right? These teams both going to the 5-1, so they both have their setters who have some size, but they're just not as big as the opposites on the right side.
Slowing that down. Big windup from Winters, but there's no way that's passing that block from Austin.
Take a look at her ability to close that seam. Didn't get a great read on it. She had to shuffle instead of crossover, but yet still got out there. Add creativity to the mix of the gifts that Chiaka Obagu has.
23-23, anybody's ball game here in set number 1. Win
Obagu, third in love when it comes to blocks. And you said it earlier. You said she's the best blocker in the world. What makes her block so lethal?
You know, I think that she's got the size, she's got the speed side to side, but I really think it's the brain. She goes through the thought process of what she's thinking before plays, what she's crossing off as possibilities, what she's double clicking on as tendencies. There's a lot that's going on before the ball's even served.
She said that her friends are so proud of her, and Kevin Barnett joked that she's Oblaku, and her friends heard that, put that on a shirt, wore it all throughout New York City.
Love it. A couple of really good middle blockers in the mix as well. Jimerson from Atlanta and Igidi from Houston doing big things.
Jimerson has absolutely taken off. We'll be seeing plenty of her tomorrow. Missed serve from Austin. Have not seen too many missed serves so far tonight. And it's set point for Omaha. Crowd is on their feet. It is packed in here in Omaha tonight. Don't want to serve Jarvis, leading to Obagu on the slide. Austin extending this first set.
Such a good job of body control. She sees the block and actually hangs and waits and bangs it down the line.
And right now for Austin, how important is it to be in system right now?
Yeah, this is a tough one, right? They only got two options, and then you got Skinner coming out of the back row. Skinner on a pipe might be what Carly Lloyd's thinking about here.
Off the head of Sammy Francis. It's in play, though. Jarvis with the dig. Skinner giving Omaha the free ball. Again, it's set point for Omaha. Sammy Francis getting the first set for Omaha in her first set as a pro. Congratulations, Sammy Francis. You couldn't ask for a better first set here in Omaha. Austin in Omaha, putting it all on the line. Francis, still a student at Stanford, making her rookie debut here tonight. Does not get any closer than this so far. It's a block party here in Omaha, Nebraska. Plenty more to come in the second set. You're watching League One Volleyball on ESPN+.
Story of the first set. Sammy Francis, she did it at the net, blocking, closing seams, bringing some joy and celebration like only a 21-year-old can. Did it offensively as well. High over the top, the cutback. The smile tells all. And that smile was infectious. Went from her to the entire team as they won that badly needed first set.
Yeah, Kevin, you talked about how desperately both Omaha and Austin need that spark. Francis, clearly that spark for Omaha. And how much pressure do you think she must feel? She's not looking like she feels the pressure.
Yeah, she didn't look that pressured out, right? Some players handle it a little bit better, but she looked joyful. The chances that she had to really look nervous were some of those transition sets, and she stepped in, hands one time, back bump another. So far, so good, passing some big tests early on.
Coming straight from Stanford, that's what Kevin Hambley and fellow coaches like that look for, is how can you shine under the brightest of lights? And I'm sure he's very proud of Francis getting to this moment right now. Dykema on the service line, starting out set 2. Omaha took that first set. Middle of the court, wide open on a Hawk, finding that first point.
And that's a mistake for Omaha, right? Because if you look at the scouting report for Anna Hawk, she's in there for passing, she's in there for defense. She doesn't have a cannon that's going to blow away a block, so you got to think the off-speed stuff.
Asia O'Neal, face we haven't seen yet tonight. One of the best blockers at the University of Texas. Finding Hawk again. Omaha block slowing that play down, but you're not getting past Obagu yet.
You know, that there should be a sticky note they hand out to every outside hitter in the league. If you play against Austin, don't hit angle. Don't hit at the block of Chiako Obagu. Even if you don't see her, she's going to end up being there.
Outsides are going to be begging to be on the right side soon.
Well, she goes there too.
That's true. She can block it all.
It's interesting. Dykema's got a little bit of a hitch in the set sometimes. U.S. setters are trained, make every single approach look the same. Some of the different countries, you can see she's doing some things, a little bit of a juke, and I think she juked out her own player, Sammy Francis, on that last play.
That connection with the middle and setters, not easy to find, especially since Tuesday to now Friday.
Yeah. What's your name again?
And Sammy said today that she knows it's a last thing to usually come, and they've been working on it with the past few days they've had. Back to Skinner. Big up. Dykema keeping it in play. Sammy Francis with the flex. She's having a night so far.
Oh, hits it with the right, flexes with the left, and then the universal let's go at the end.
Austin needs a sticky note. Don't you overpass, especially when Francis is middle front. Out to Hawk. What an up.
Justine Wong-orantes so good at the bump set as well, and a lot of that from her youth playing on the beach, Huntington Beach. She actually was a longtime partner of Sarah Hughes, the U.S. Olympic team member. Played on the same indoor club, Mizuno Long Beach, and also played on the beach for a long time.
Winters to Hawk. Obagu positive that ball went in. Carly Lloyd and Obagu showing that connection they have. Setter to middle.
Dykema was the captain of the Dutch national team. Wasn't able to play in the Olympics. Got a bizarre injury months before the Olympic Games. Super sad situation.
Sammy Francis cannot be stopped right now. Defense and offense, she's doing it all.
And what's crazy is she's 21, right? There's a lot of seniors in this this class of 25 who've been in college 5 years, 6 years, maybe some even 7. She's only been there for 3.5 years.
That's such a good point. There's some 24, 25-year-olds
Right.
playing volleyball in college right now.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see, because of COVID, because of some of the extensions of eligibility, I don't think we'll ever see another class like we see it. And a lot of it, you'll see it in the Love 6 with /7. But think about Jess Merzick, Maddie Skinner, Rachel Fairbanks, the list goes on and on. Sarah Franklin.
You could say Love 8 now with Sammy Francis.
That's right.
The list grows. We love to see it.
A lot
This
of love.
league is taken over. An Omaha block trying to take over in this second set so far. You can just hear when Logan Eggleston takes that all-out swing.
She's got a big arm swing. She can dial in that passing, take care of the reception. She's got all the other pieces and poise for days as well.
Obagu at the service line. Tight set. Eggleston finding the middle of the court.
Another off-speed shot. This is a Omaha team that's really good on defense. You take a look, and maybe that's where not having Jordan Larson on the court, you lose a little bit of that awareness. You lose a little bit of the reads of the situation. I was looking through my notes. You see Obagu there. She and Molly McCage were on a team that lost in the national championship match to a Justine Wong-Orantes-led Nebraska team.
What a spot from Thader, setting directly down the line.
Missouri grad, part of the winningest class in school history there. Was in Paris in the French League last year.
Missouri had a great year in volleyball this past season as well. Another back row attack kill from Maddie Skinner.
Right, and we've seen her in the pipe. That time looked like it was not in the D ball, it was in the C ball. So she slowly, you talked about it, she spent a lot of time on the left side. She's slowly working that comfort level all the way to the right side. It's a very different swing.
Off the hands of Eggleston, Thader making that slide hybrid look easy.
Dykema doing a really good job. Been a veteran at the highest level for many, many years. Best setter in Russia in 2022. Spent some time in Germany and the Dutch League prior to that.
Big up. Cubic Banks keeping it alive for Omaha. Skinner with the second chance, going for that roll, finding open real estate.
And one of the things that a lot of the indoor programs did was they brought in beach during the spring, and you saw Jared Elliott do it, you saw John Cook at Nebraska as well, and some of these off-speed shots are a really direct relation from some of that time spent on the sands.
Well, from all your time spent on the sand, how much does that help your vertical once you get back on the court?
It's a different jump though, right? Because on the beach, you don't have as much jump to broad jump. You got to get your feet there and then you're jumping up and down. So it helps, but there is a time where you have to get acclimated to it as well. Talk about it, getting your sand legs.
Asia O'Neal trying to get on that stat sheet, but big block in front of her. O'Neal's gonna want that ball back again. Sammy Francis is all over it.
From San Diego, graduated high school in 2021. One of the top 5 recruits in the country her senior year. showing you exactly why.
Skinner looking for line. Wong-orantes keeping her foot on the left, making sure that ball goes out.
You know, and you're seeing a little lack of emotion, a little lack of some leadership. And Chris McGowan seeing the same thing and going to the bench and bringing Kat Bell in.
You want a spark. Kat Bell's going to be that spark for you. Omaha with the free ball. There's a good look at Kat Bell. Again, one of the biggest sparks in love volleyball.
Yeah, physicality at the net. She's going to bring you electricity on the court. And the interesting thing is you talk to a number of younger Texas players. As you see, Omaha gets the call. Nothing seems to be going right for this Texas team, but Kat Bell was the reason why a lot of the next generation picked Texas to go to. There it is, hitting that forearm and tooling out of bounds.
Kat Bell won the national championship at Texas in 2012. High-level player. Logan Eggleston, we have more on her later. One of the founding players in League One volleyball. Don't go anywhere. We're here in set 2 in Omaha.
I've always wanted there to be professional volleyball in America. And so when I first heard about Love, I was like, oh, got to keep my eye on that. You know, like I had this feeling. I was like, I'm going to end up in this league. I just don't know when it's going to happen. What's cool now is these players, you know, they're building something for me, and now I get to be a part of this and build something for the next generation.
She was one of our first NIL athletes signed, actually, a few years ago when she was the player of the year her senior year. She was getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from NIL contracts. We didn't have a big budget there. And at one point in time, I said, hey, it's probably not enough money for you. And she said, you know what? It's not about the money. It's about creating something that I can be proud about.
That's who Logan is. And I just getting to cover her for so many years, call matches with her. Once she finished playing, we'll talk more about her later. She has been working on her passing lately, and teams know to pick on her. Nothing new to her with her career at Texas, though. When you are a strong outside, you're going to get picked on, as you know.
It's so true.
We'll talk more about Logan later. Dykema at the service line. Kat Bell being that spark for her team right now.
Good from a really young age, 2009 U.S. Youth National Team. High school All-American in 2010 and just kept on getting better and better.
Tight second ball. Obagu is all over it, denied.
And look at the energy that Cat Bell brings, right? The block is huge, but the celebration at the end, maybe even better.
Yeah, excuse me, that was Cat Bell. If she heard me, I know she would correct me on that one. Two strong blockers together. Another strong blocker at the service line, Asia O'Neal. And serving right at wong-orantes. Obagu looking for the ball, back to Omaha. Savar with the line shot.
Josine wong-orantes imploring coach to call for the touch.
Susie Fritz, the up ref, exchanging some words. Susie Fritz is a coach that will always advocate for her players. But it's Austin's ball. Asia O'Neal. Big up. Back to Cat Bell. It's a deep tip. Winters picking on Asia O'Neal in that rotation.
And Jaylee Winters from the other great Nebraska school. Talked a lot about Nebraska Lincoln. Well, she's from Creighton. Creighton's finest, 4-time All-American, Big East Player of the Year.
Creighton made a great run in the tournament this past season. Really showed out in December. Big up by wong-orantes. Eggleston putting everything she's got in that swing.
And I love Cat Bell. You see the big smiles because Carly Lloyd's supposed to step in and set that ball, but when you got Cat Bell raising her arms and swinging them around, you just give her some space to do her stuff. Take a look here. This is Carly Lloyd's, but Cat Bell says, I got it. Let me get that, Carly.
In the replay, you couldn't hear Cat Bell screaming, mine, mine, mine. Even I knew Carly Lloyd's gonna back off of that one.
Oh, love it.
Lexi Rodriguez back in the lineup. The crowd is absolutely loving it here in Baxter Arena. Off pass. Big save by Jarvis. Hawk with the kill.
Played in A1 last season in 2024. French League champions the 3 years prior to that. MVP of the 2022 Super Cup in France was Anna Hawk.
What a block from Eggleston. Looked like a textbook block.
Yeah, and I think it's coming from the emotion. You start seeing the faces, you start hearing the celebrations. Cat Bell coming in, that was an interesting move from Chris McGowan, and it's starting to play dividends.
Cubic Banks looking for that corner, but that ball's called out. Omaha looking to reset. Austin now in the lead here in the second set. Roll shot by Cubic Banks. Back to Obagu. And that ball's gonna be called a touch. It's Austin's point again. Feeling that the momentum is all in Austin's court. Big touches from the Austin block. Again, Obagu. Third time's the charm.
And this is that space where, where's the live arms, right? They got a good job of having diverse, but out of system, they just don't have that one arm that can go over the top or blast high off the hands. Really allows Austin to set up, play some solid defense, and from left to right, Obagu just everywhere.
Looking for my loudest fan. I know we've got some contenders for sure.
Austin looking like a team that has a lot more energy since you said Cat Bell came on, and Eggleston really stepping up leadership-wise as well. And when Eggleston graduated from Texas, Jarrett Elliott said, this is a huge loss, not just in production and numbers, but leadership. She is that vocal leader. Skinner, O'Neal, more lead by example, not with their words, but Eggleston is that leader who will make you come to the middle, talk to you. Great relation with Cat Bell, loved learning from her as well. But with Eggleston and Cat Bell on the floor, combined with that block from Obagu, that's a lot of leadership on one side.
It's surprising as I was looking at the numbers during the timeout. As much as we talked about the middle attack from Austin, actually it's been the Omaha middles who have more kills than the team in purple.
Lloyd back to Bell, big up from Winters. Locke not able to keep it in. It's going to be Omaha with the kill. Big slide from Obagu.
And part of the usage of the middles might be the passing, right? As Austin passes better and better, gives them a chance to run more of this creative offense.
One-on-one chance from Obagu. Only Cubic Banks able to line up with her. Obagu back at the service line. Three-option pass from Winters, and it's back. And it's going to be Austin's ball. Omaha getting held accountable on different calls.
And O'Neal doing a really good job of lining up that one as well. Three options. Gets up on the middle one. Seals the net well.
Out of system from Omaha. Austin taking advantage of that free ball. Cat Bell with the D-ball, getting that kill.
Getting some offense out of the back row too. Cat Bell's feeling it right now, and Susie Fritz calling the timeout. You know, there's a really interesting story about Cat Bell back in 2019. She's graduated from Austin. She's sitting up in the stands, and she's there at the NCAA tournament, the second round. Texas playing against UCSB, they're down 2-1, and she just feels a vibe, and she sees there's a lack of energy, there's a lack of emotion, and as outlandish as this sounds, she walks down from the bleachers and gives a in-game talk, in a timeout to the rest of her team, and it set the interwebs on fire for the volleyball world, because some people are saying that was the best thing ever, and a lot of people are going like, you can't do that, there's rules. But that's the kind of person Cat Bell is going to do. She's going to give her all, and she's going to go out and make a difference, and she's done that here tonight.
To all the viewers, Kevin's giving you gold because I've covered Texas a long time and never heard that one. That's an incredible story from Cat Bell. And it shows you how much of a leader she is. You can't be a leader if you don't have followers. Players will listen to her.
And she cares.
She definitely cares. And Cat Bell's been patient. She hasn't gotten many chances like this, and she has been on the bench cheering on her team, and she's waited for this moment. Big ace from Obagu. Look at it. No one's more happy than Cat Bell.
That's the thing about sports, is chemistry. It sometimes can't be measured, but you can identify it when it's happening.
A lot of chemistry on the Austin side. Here in the Lions Den in Omaha tonight. Off from Omaha. New setter, Gabby Blossom is in. Susie Fritz trying to mix things up, get some momentum on their side.
And the opposite, Kimberly Drevniak coming in as well. So going with what they were doing early in the year with the 6-2. I like this move.
Drevniak, another fun hitter to watch and love. Back row attack from Bell, but what an up from Omaha. That's going to be a free ball for Austin. Slide queen Asia O'Neal, but it's up from Blossom. Out to Eggleston. You could see that windup. You had to know it'd be a kill.
Level picking up as we go deeper in and deeper into this match. Love the hustle. So many good things happen when you tip to exactly that spot. Gabby Blossom is everywhere on defense. Just too much offense from Austin.
Denied by O'Neal and Kat Bell. Again denied, but Omaha has the coverage going. Lloyd back to Bell. Austin getting a few free balls in this play. Eggleston trying to get those high hands, but it's Omaha's point.
You know, in a 5-point lead at 23 for most teams is safe, but this Austin team, because of the struggles passing, they've been on a tendency to give up some points late in sets. Got to take care of this first pass here.
Emily Theater looking to chip away at that deficit with a hard serve. Asia O'Neal making that tip look easy. Set point for Austin.
Just the 10th serve to Anna Hawk. That might be 10 too many. She's so steady.
Missed serves always sting, but they sting even more at set point. Eggleston's not that player that's going to be remembering that one. Dykema back in. Kat Bell ending that second set here in Omaha, grabbing their first set for Austin here tonight. Along with Madison Skinner, one of the best outsides to ever play at Texas. More on her to come in this third set. It's 1-1 here in Omaha. Omaha versus Austin. Austin taking that second set from Omaha. And Maddie Skinner, a name you'll say a lot here tonight. Former ballerina, has a three-legged dog, also a good piano player. Had her first national championship at Kentucky, went back-to-back at Texas, looking for that three-peat, not able to make it happen, but one of the most decorated players in the history of college volleyball, and the fans follow her everywhere. The players absolutely love Maddie Skinner. She really can't go anywhere. Jarrett Elliott said, we had to get security detail leaving SEC schools, not even in Austin, because so many people wanted to talk to Skinner, Asia O'Neal. These aren't just players anymore, they're celebrities, Kevin.
Such a great ambassador for the sport, alongside a couple of her Texas teammates, Sage Kaha, Aina Torres, who's been part of the 6-2 throughout the year, as well as Leah Hardiman. I went to some of their practices earlier in the year, and you could just see there's so much Texas in the room. There's so much familiarity and fun. This is a fun-loving crew.
9 former Longhorns, and now we got Jordan Larson back in. First time she's playing, and it's the third set here in Omaha. Teams have changed sides here in this third set. Jordan Larson got a nice break in those first 2 sets. Fans were very excited to see her. I'm sure a lot of people pay to see Jordan Larson play in person. Again, Jordan Larson, jersey giveaways tonight.
Right.
What an up. Hawk keeping that in play. It's a free ball for Omaha. Austin a little out of system in this rally. Oh, but Asia O'Neal must have heard me, built that wall.
There is no better feeling in the sport of volleyball than getting a hold of one on a block like this, and O'Neal times it perfectly, leaves a crater in the floor.
What's more personal, a huge kill or a stuff in your face?
Oh, the block, it's just confrontational.
Ooh, I like it. Confrontational, and it's again! Asia O'Neal and Anna Hawk cannot be stopped at the left.
Man, I thought the first one was highlight reel material. That one might have been even better.
And you know they're going for 3. Logan Edelson at the service line. Maddie Cubic Banks putting an end to that spurt of momentum from Austin.
She played on the Italian team with Austin's Anna Hawk last season, so some familiarity through the net.
Sammy Francis back in at the service line. Free ball from Kat Bell. Right in the hands of Thader.
That was quick. Typically, middle blockers will let that go a little bit higher and go for the high contact point. She beat it on the way up. Love that change of tempo. You don't see that very much for middles.
Potentially the first error from Sammy Francis all night in the third set. So pretty good for your debut.
Yeah, Drevniak's going to be the real big key here, an X factor for this Omaha team. How much offense can they get from the lefty? And now I'm really intrigued, on the edge of my seat, as Jordan Larson's getting one rotation away from going back to the front row. Her numbers are pretty good this year. Good hitting percentage, nothing flashy, but super consistent.
And her serves, number 3 in aces in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, what a kill. Oh, but that's over the net. Obagu too tight.
Actually a really good save from Carly Lloyd. But Obagu on the follow through gets in the net. Take a look at this. Up one hand, the Statue of Liberty set.
Off pass from Edelson. Slide, but denied from Obagu. Obagu again building that wall against Cubic Banks alongside Bell.
Kat Bell, physicality. 2023, she played in Korea. The year before in Puerto Rico. Kind of been a tour of the world.
Vader with the slide.
You think about it, there have not been many clean hits from this Omaha team, right? A hand on every play from Austin. Doing a really good job of reading. All that time with Jared Elliott, Eric Sullivan, right? That paid off.
Do you think Omaha will start throwing in more tips and rolls in the third set then?
You'd hope so.
Oh, what a kill from Kat Bell. And right on the platform of wong-orantes.
You know, looking at the stats, all season long, Kat Bell has very light action. Her number has not been called very much, but tonight when it was, she's ready.
Definition of waiting for your turn. And whenever the camera is on the bench for Austin, consistently throughout the whole season, Kat Bell is always yelling. Her hands are always in the air. Her arms are never crossed. She's so happy for her team, and now it's her turn. That second set, I would say, was all Kat Bell. Lloyd out to Eggleston. Jarvis trying to get that up, but the block is too much from Omaha. Sammy Francis again.
Dykema getting up big too on the outside. Got a little rest in the last match, coming back a little more rejuvenated. Just 3 weeks away.
That was all Dykema, actually. Francis did a good job closing it, though.
Wow.
Oh. What a kill from Savar.
She's done the tour of Europe before Love. Played in Austria, played in Finland, Spain, Greece, France, and Ukraine. And here she is now, U.S. soil.
Omaha going line. Savar with the hybrid shot.
You know, Savar talks about how heartbreaking this past season was. The Canadian national team, she was a major member of it. They were the last team out from Olympic qualification. Had to sit and watch home from their couch.
A lot of blocks so far. Austin already has 10, Omaha 6. We told you that'd be the key tonight. More blocks to come here in this third set.
Doing your hair so beautifully. Does that mean you forgive me?
I'll try. I mean, you were only, what was it, 2 hours late?
About 1 and 45 minutes.
It's okay. I've already told Dad. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh, you didn't tell him.
You said forgive you. You didn't say don't tell anyone. So, pick one.
Okay, baby, let's go. You're done.
It's time to hoop anyways.
Yeah, not yet. I love you. So get them.
Wow, what a rally.
This is the kind of volleyball that we expect to see and love. It's a ripper. Quads of finish.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Tickets are on sale now. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. League One Volleyball has partnered with Tiffany & Co. on a handcrafted trophy, which the winning team will receive at the Love Finals, taking place April 13th at the Yum Center in Louisville. Tiffany has created some of the most iconic trophies in sport, and now League One Volleyball is joining that prestigious list. The Love Championship trophy will be on display at select matches in each pro city in the lead up to the finals, where fans can get their picture taken with it. I got to see that trophy, Kevin. Tiffany, are you kidding me?
Matches your style. It's even got the Tiffany blue box, right? It travels in.
Madison's happy with that sponsorship, Tiffany blue. Lloyd out to Eggleston. No touch about to come between Eggleston and the floor. Miss serve from Owagu. Dykema at the service line. Trying to separate this 3-point lead for Omaha. Tight pass. Battle at the net, and Carly Lloyd wins over Francis. Tooled off the Austin block. Momentum looking to be in Omaha's court right now. Kat Bell getting that touch. Big kill for Bell. Out of system from Omaha. Usually a pretty in-system team. Austin looking to build off that momentum.
You know, we've talked a lot about Kat Bell, but Asia O'Neill doing a lot of good things as well. She's got that slide, but really been filling the seam. That combo blocking right there, I would not want to hit against those two.
Austin looking to create some rolls on that side. Omaha going right past Jarvis.
It's the passing of Omaha. They have so many options. They can do so many different things. They really isolate blockers. They get in trouble when they don't get a good pass and when they're out of system.
Crowd is loving it. Jordan Larson at the service line. Kat Bell cannot be stopped right now.
32 years of age and looking like she's in her prime right now, hitting high over the top. Formidable right side. Take a look at this approach. Just slow to fast, super explosive over the top.
5 kills so far for Kat Bell. 0 errors. Jarvis with the run through. Kat Bell again. Carly Lloyd's letting her eat tonight.
And a lot of unconventional plays. That time just a quick 2-step approach and a radical angle.
Logan Eggleston not only with the ace, but on wong-orantes. That's that confidence you said you need at the service line.
Yeah, and I'm just so amazed. Chris McGowan hasn't been here very long, but using the bench, knowing where to get those game changers, and making the big move to put O'Neill in as well as Kat Bell.
Huge swing from Jerniak.
Her best swing. German national team player for 8 years, the MVP of the German Cup and League for many, many of those. She's been in Europe's top leagues for a long time. Very experienced.
Tight plays at the net. That's going to be Austin's ball, though. Both teams looking a little out of system there.
Yeah, Kubik Banks looking for the hands. She actually looked through the net at the end and goes, Kat Bell, I thought you were going to touch that. Get your hands up there.
Cat Bell's not easy to trick. Short float from O'Neal. Battle at the net. Free ball for Omaha. What a block from Bell. But not enough to slow down a Kimberly Dreniak.
Yeah, she's the key for this team. Got the livest arm. Has a big swing. Hasn't been playing much the last 4 matches. Maybe saving her up for a late season run.
Dreniak now in the back row. Look for those back row attacks from her. Big up from Lloyd. Hawk getting the high hands.
This might be Hawk's best match of the season. She's been passing, she's been hitting, doing a lot of things for this squad.
5 kills for Hawk. It seems like she has so much more though. 0 errors. Back out to Hawk. Big up from Omaha. Cuban Banks is all over it. Out of system from Austin. Free ball for Omaha. What an up by Lloyd. Jarvis with huge coverage. Dreniak taking the error.
Amazing dig from Jarvis. Looks much more composed later in the season, right? She's got some starts under her belt, a lot more confidence, not jumping around quite as much. Really love the composure out there and the leadership that goes along with it.
Wong-orantes stepping in for the second ball. Too much power from Cubic Banks. Now Austin with the lead, going back and forth here in this 3rd set. Kevin, talking offense, what's standing out to you in this 3rd set?
Yeah, really interesting is one of the technologies that we have at our disposal, the Hawkeye. It doesn't only just show you the lines, it actually helps you create some pretty cool graphics. And one of the things that we can do for Omaha, shows you balance of the attack, but a lot of the swings coming from that left side. Get a good pass, you can really put a lot of pressure on a lot of different places and go in system to the left side. On the other side for this Austin team, got much better middles, but they have only gotten 12% of their offense from the middle. They've gotten more of the slides to the right side, but when you don't pass the ball well, all of a sudden you got to start looking a little bit higher, a little bit more out system, and a little bit more to the 2 pins instead of the middle attack.
Shout out to our crew for that graphic. Not only the best players and coaches in the league, but showing you right there where these players are hitting the ball. It doesn't get better than that. Good look at Chris McGowan. Bader tight at the net.
Right, and we saw what Cat Bell and O'Neal have done for this Austin team. Who's that person on the Omaha side, right? And I'm telling you, I'm seeing number 1 there in the front of the lineup. I think Lexi's got to get a chance.
The crowd would certainly love for Lexi Rodriguez to be back in.
And I'll tell you, here's what's unfair a little bit about the Love 6 is one libero of the group, everyone else got a live arm, right? Maddie Skinner comes out here. Oh, and take a look, Lexi Rodriguez coming out.
It's never a wrong choice to put Rodriguez in your back row, especially when you have a huge blocker like Obagu at the front that you got to defend. And there's that pancake. The crowd's loving it.
Comes in, the perfect pass. See the great coverage in the back. She's come in a leader, right? There's been no early game jitters. played at the highest level collegiately and making that jump to the professional level. Looks like Omaha calling the timeout. You know, just to finish that thought, Madison Skinner bringing a live arm and loss to offense to Austin. You've got Sarah Franklin. What would Madison be without her? Merzick in Houston transformed that offense time after time across the league. And then it makes sense. You got to put Lexi Rodriguez in Omaha, but she doesn't bring that offensive game that everyone else got.
It's such a good point, seeing what the Love 6, now Love 8 is doing for the league and professional volleyball in general. And at one point, Jess Merzick was #1 in Love in points and kills. And she's a rookie. She graduated college recently. She was just on the national championship stage, winning in December. And looking at Lexi Rodriguez, All-American all 4 years at Nebraska. It truly does not get better than that. So to walk on this Love stage and compete shows you that these players are ready.
Yeah, 4-year All-American. Also, I thought maybe just as impressive, first team All-Academic All-American as well. I have so much respect for these athletes who can also do it in the school.
Short from Kat Bell. It's an overpass. And Hawk gets it called in.
The Cat has played like a lion here tonight.
I like that. You need to coin that one. Or she does, at least.
Stepping off the court for your Omaha team, number 12, watching out of Fitzmorris and Gabby Watson. The comeback begins now. Maddie Kubik banks back to serve.
Back out to Hawk. Out of system from Omaha. Back to Kat Bell. It's a huge tool from the back row.
Can do no wrong, and Susie Fritz going to the well on her side, bringing in Adriana Fitzmaurice, 6'6" right-sider. She's also had light action. See if she can have the same sort of effect for this Omaha team that needs a spark.
Gabby Blossom also back in to set for Omaha. Blossom using her middle. Thader with the kill through the one. And that's gonna be called out. So Austin still here, trying to get to set point here in the third. That Austin block showing out again. Big dig from Jarvis. What a kill from Logan Eggleston. Straight down.
And there's Kat Bell again, just going, get out of my way, I'm gonna set this. Amazing dig from Jarvis. #1 stepping up. We talked last night about the significance of players who step into that #1 jersey. You gotta have a lot of confidence.
Obagu with the kill for the third set. Austin taking set 3, all the momentum in Austin's court. Second and third going to Austin. Obagu putting the nail in the coffin here in the third.
Love League One Volleyball.
Vote for your favorite player on and off the court. Love Icon highlights players who are helping to grow the sport of volleyball and inspiring the next generations. Go to love.com and make sure you cast your vote by April 1st. Enter the sweepstakes, and one lucky fan and 3 of their besties will be able to attend the Love Finals. Go to love.com and make sure you cast your vote by April 1st. Carly Lloyd, one of the leaders for Austin. Setter has not come off the floor tonight. Also a mom, superstar in every way possible. Her best friend Julianne Fawcett on the team, also a mom, and Lloyd has been such a leader for the players, a veteran, being a mom and a leader on and off the court. She has the full package.
Great support from her husband Riley McKibben as well, a great setter at University of Southern California.
How much setting talk you think they have at dinner?
Too much. Or maybe none at all.
That's got to be one or the other. Sammy Francis with the slide. She's truly done it all tonight. Kat Bell over the block. Awkward play for Savar. Out of system on Omaha's side. Austin going to look to build off of Asia O'Neal's serve. What a run Austin's just went on. Showed out in that third set, built off that momentum from the second set win. And Asia O'Neal with the ace.
Part of that 2022 national championship team with Sage, with Logan, with Zoe. First team All-American, had the highest hitting percentage in the Big 12.
O'Neal was also one of the best servers in the Big 12. Off the hands of the block and Austin. Big hits on both sides. Roll to the middle of Carly Lloyd getting the pancake. It's going to be a free ball, though, for Omaha. Straight down. Kat Bell and Obagu, absolutely not.
Those two things together, right? A little pancakes in the back. And then up front, this is the absolute omelet.
Austin defense not to be messed with right now. Dreniak able to clear that block.
And I think if I'm Dykema, I think I'm going to go to Drevniak a bunch early in this set. I think that she's the one that's got a chance. She's the one who's a little bit more rested.
Drevniak looking for those high hands. Thought she had it at first.
Well, on the same play like that, she got stuffed straight down 2 times in a row. So trying to switch it up a little bit, not a bad idea, just missing out on the execution a bit.
Sammy Francis and Drevniak getting Austin a taste of their own blocking medicine.
Got a couple of tall 6'6" Stanford grads on this Omaha team, right? We saw Fitzmaurice before. We see Sammy Francis. Hambly likes him tall on the right side and in the middle.
Lexi Rodriguez back in, almost getting the ace.
Well, she was over.
Good call, Kevin.
Kat Bell stepping on that line on the back row attack. Hey, every time Lexi Rodriguez comes in, the team scores points, right? Just has that energy. Stirs up the crowd a little bit.
Really only good things can happen when Rodriguez is on your court. Big block from Drevniak, and Francis touched off the hands for Omaha. Nice coverage. Larson with the swing. Back to Larson.
Oh, man.
There's that Larson swing the crowd has been waiting for.
This is not on my Jordan Larson bingo card. We've seen a lot of off-speed things throughout the year. We see a lot of off the hands, and then she goes Sarah Franklin angle.
Larson popped out, wanting that second ball again. Now the momentum, just like that, back on Omaha's court.
And Lexi Rodriguez just scoring points in the back.
What connection from Lloyd and Obagu.
It's so fast. It's so fast. She's jumping practically at the same time as the set. That is just so hard to stop.
It looked like Obagu was early on that approach, but she just hangs in the air for that long.
There's that same set we saw earlier. Dykema does it's almost like a double pump. Looks like she's setting the middle, and then she does the double pump to the outside, and both times she's kind of surprised the outside hitters. Jordan Larson goes, hey, we don't do that in the Team USA gym.
Larson looked at her and just give her a little more higher, just a little bit higher, please. Austin coming back with the offense. Anna Hawk back at the service line. Free ball from Larson, way behind the 10-foot line. And Obagu.
And that time Larson sped up her block a bit and got in front of Obagu. Look at the stats. She's still solid in every category, near the top of the rankings in serving, passing numbers, right behind Kelsey Robinson.
Sammy Francis, a little too deep. Really the only thing Francis doesn't have on the stat sheet so far is an ace. Chiako Bagu back at the service line. Chiaga going deep to Rodriguez, interesting choice. And Eggleston keeping that ball in. Eggleston looking like she's having fun.
Having fun, saying she's excited about the challenge. She's loving that people serve her. That's the key to unlocking her berth for LA 2028. The interesting thing is, at UCLA, I actually passed with Eric Sullivan, and he was way better a passer than me. So I knew going into every match, I would get every single serve, and in some ways it made things simpler, right? It took some of the guesswork out.
And then Eric kind of also helped divine the libero spot eventually. Did you think you were passing with the future USA women's head coach at the moment?
Definitely not.
Those college days?
Definitely not. There's quite a few steps, right? Longtime libero for Team USA, some Olympic appearances on the men's side, a long career as the assistant coach at Texas. People have been knocking on his door for a long time for head coach jobs. I guess it just took the Olympic job.
He stayed faithful. Emily Thader down the line. That spark for Omaha.
She's been a revelation. Doing it from the service line, offensively, blocking. She's been the offense in a few rotations throughout this part of the year.
Said Thader's name a lot tonight. Back to Eggleston, pulled in a little bit, but able to go off the hands for the tool.
Thader, 18 attempts. She's got 10 kills, only 2 errors, hitting over 400.
Thader, 6th in the league for blocks and aces currently for Love. Tight out of system for Austin. Omaha looking to take this one to 5. Back to Kat Bell, getting the touch.
Shave off the touch. Give the point to Austin.
Kat Bell's been the story late in this match here in Omaha. More to come. Plenty of kills on both sides here in the 4th set in Omaha.
Volleyball fans, join us tomorrow for a doubleheader right here in the back.
Wow, what a rally.
This is the kind of volleyball that we expect to see and love.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Welcome back to Baxter Arena. Kevin gave us a good scouting report early in the match. What are you seeing come to fruition so far?
I think early on you saw a team with some surprises. We actually saw Omaha take the early lead with the blocks, but the longer this match has gone on, that physicality of this Austin team is truly special, right? This is a team, you get the feeling, if they can take care of some of the skills, take care of the passing and the setting, they've got third contact for days.
Scouting report presented to you by Adidas. Again, it's been a block party all night for Austin. Chiaga Bagu has had so many touches. Kat Bell been a spark. And Asia O'Neal, the slide queen, at the service line. Larson with the pass. Francis trying to get a kill off that slide. It's all power from Vicky Savar.
I mean, you think about it. This Austin team is able to go to the bench and bring on players like Kat Bell, like Asia O'Neal. I'll tell you, those two would probably be starting for Omaha if they were on that roster across the net.
Molly McCage with her sweatshirt on, Maddie Skinner, Julianne Fawcett hasn't even stepped in. The depth that Austin is showing is so impressive. Bagu out, telling Lloyd just a little bit higher for me. How important is it to be communicative and tell your setter what you need from them?
I think it's so key, right? You got to have that relationship and build that trust so you don't seem like you're just complaining.
Right. And there you go.
And I love the repeat, right? I love the repeat instead of waiting for another 5-6 points. Go fix it right away. And we've seen a couple times Carly Lloyd's own it and said, like, hey, my bad, I can do better.
Deep tip from Francis. making the error on that one. Kat Bell back at the service line. Eggleston and Bell both open for a back row attack option.
Savard from Montreal. Gonna walk away from the sport. She was on her way out the door. Gonna retire, missed out on Canadian qualification. Now she gets to play with the future of our sport, Lexi Rodriguez.
Tight pass, but battle at the net. Winner, Carly Lloyd.
This is just not fair, right? It looks like all the advantage going to Sammy Brown. She's got 8 inches of height. She's got the ball on her side, but setter's so good at the overpass.
Kat Bell able to stay behind the line, but not able to keep that ball in.
And now McGowan going to be thinking, Kat Bell brought the spark, brought the energy, but what do I do? Do I keep her in? Do I think about putting Maddie Skinner back in?
What would you do?
I'd give Kat Bell a little bit more time.
I like seeing Kat Bell on right now.
Yeah, I think you want to honor that and what she did to contribute. You also got to realize that Maddie Skinner, one of the great opposites in the world, has such high trajectory, and you don't want to take this one to 5 sets. You want to finish it out.
And really the only time you've seen Francis get those nerves is at the service line. Couple errors from her. That was her first one in the net. Big night for her, making a professional debut here in Omaha. Eggleston tooled from Drendiak.
Yeah, the other interesting thing is this Omaha team started so hot. They were one of the 2 teams that had buys at the Love Classic. And they saw, like, having that buy is a little bit of advantage, but if you're not on your game, if you're not peaking at the right time, it doesn't really help that much, right? They got to be ready for the finals.
What a swing from Logan Eggleston, completely testing the block of Omaha.
Three Nebraska legends in the serve receive right now. I mean, you just look at that. That is, if there's a Mount Rushmore for Nebraska volleyball, you got the profile right here from our vantage point. Jordan Larson, Lexi Rodriguez, Justine Wong-Orantes.
Well, knowing Nebraska fans, they might make one now that you've given them an idea.
Do they have mountains here? They might not have
it's
mountains.
both of our first times here, so we're finally at the mecca of volleyball. Jordan Larson giving the fans what they want. Now at the service line, trying to keep her team alive. Austin only above 1 point. Tight pass. Vader saying, not crossing me, Asia O'Neal. That's going to be a timeout for Austin. Omaha starting to grab that momentum back, tied here in the 4th.
These are 3 loudest fans, and we got to figure out who is the loudest.
Austin needs just this set to put it away. But Susie Fritz on your screen and her team looking to send that to a 5th set. What's going to have to happen?
They're going to not have to get blocked quite as much. This is a team that has been outclassed at the net, and you just see purple jerseys and long arms pressing way over the net. It has been very effective on the left side, on the right side. Obagu's doing it. Kat Bell has taken the baton as well. They say you don't really have depth unless you use it on the court, and this is a match where Chris McGowan has gone to the bench, has used the depth with a lot of success.
I've never even heard that saying. That's so true. What's the point of depth if you're never going to go use it? Jordan Larson, one of the best servers in the league. Right to Jarvis. Logan Eggleston, a name we've said all night for Austin. 14 points tonight for Logan Eggleston, 11 kills. What a dig from Zoe Jarvis, keeping that alive again with the coverage. This libero for Austin is showing out. But Bader slide is too overwhelming for Austin's defense. Slide from Francis, big dig from Logan Eggleston, and Kat Bell making that point look easy.
The sky hook, right? She goes up on the block. Love the offense on the one side. Eggleston's really settled in defensively throughout this match, in the right place, and then up on the block. The sky hook puts it down.
You can hear Omaha wong-orantes yelling at her hitters where to hit.
I like that play from Dykema. I think when your team is struggling a little bit in termination, call your own number.
Dykema pushing her team to the red zone as well, tied up 20-20. Austin just needs this last set to win the match. Omaha looking to take it to 5. Big block against Kat Bell. Nikki Savar.
And Sammy Francis closing the seam in the middle. Late, but doesn't give up on it. Closes that seam really good. Second effort.
Sammy Francis, 6'6", and athletic. Athletic as can be. Jarvis with the save.
You know, and just as we're writing the obituary of this Omaha team, here they are, 3 points away from equalizing.
The crowd is loving it right now, forcing Austin. Chris McGowan to take that timeout. Susie and her friends are here tonight. Well, tomorrow there's plenty more volleyball. Atlanta versus Austin at 5:30. And then Houston versus Omaha. Lots of volleyball to be had. Kevin and I will be on the call. Please join us tomorrow. We can't wait. But first, no idea who's going to win this one. Kevin, do you have any idea how it's going to end here tonight?
Austin's supposed to win this match. They got more live arms. They've had more success throughout the match. But here in this fourth set, they've taken the foot off the gas pedal. And Omaha's cruised right in.
Sammy Francis on your screen, number 18, been a big part of that cruising in for Omaha. Been a spark for her team. Hasn't been a part of the hardships for Omaha. So she's coming in completely ready to play. Obagu getting the kill. Looks like there might not have been a touch at first, but Omaha tooling that ball out.
And now you got two of these smaller blockers for Austin on the other side, but you got Obagu in the middle patrolling.
Patrolling one-on-one. You only need one Obagu.
She is a menace to offenses worldwide.
Kat Bell looking to be a menace at the service line, but Jordan Larson's got it covered. Zoe Jarvis, what an up! Kat Bell, a little too far right.
Jarvis has dug nearly everything we've seen hit her way. Love the energy, love the leadership back there. They're challenging whether there was a net from Omaha on that block.
Either way, right now, Omaha has the lead. Austin thinks there was a net touch. Let's see as we look at the big board. I don't know.
Here's the look.
Could be the angle. Not yet. Nothing yet.
Oh, it looks like a little forearm maybe? No, they didn't call it.
Oh, looked clean right there. Didn't go off.
You got younger eyes than I do, so I'm going to go with
2020, I'm locked in. Austin not able to get the challenge, but slowing down the momentum Omaha was building. Now Lexi Rodriguez at the service line. 3-option pass to Lloyd. Obagu on the slide. Redemption from that last point. Logan Eggleston at the front, much bigger block right now for Austin.
Oh, man.
There's that shot you were talking about from Larson.
Yeah, that was the left-hand push. You only get that one if you're a veteran as savvy as she is. Set point for the equality.
Baxter Arena is on their feet.
And I like this substitute for Susie Fritz. Francis had missed the last couple of her serves. And off the bench, Cesar.
Annie Cesar at the service line. Set point for Omaha. Trying to take this 1 to 5. It's out to Eggleston. And we're going to 5. Are you kidding me? Susie Fritz and company not letting Austin get out that easy. The crowd is loving it.
Sometimes it's the little decisions, right? Susie Fritz bringing Cesar. Hasn't played much for a long time. She's third behind wong-orantes and Rodriguez, and on the end, set goes outside a little bit. Instead of forcing it, finds that seam with the left.
We're going to 5 here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Jordan Larson making some smart plays towards the end of that set from an earlier match between these two teams. That's exactly what she shows. Stays behind the ball, contacts at the top of her touch, but still can see the court, sees the hole in the center, has great vision of both the block and the defense because she stays behind, because she reaches up high. Early in her career, a lot of power game, but as she's gotten the evolution of Jordan Larson towards the latter years, much more crafty, much more with vision, much more with cunning, this time showing short but throwing it high, hands to the deep corner. Always one step ahead of the defense.
Fifth set here in Omaha. What has to happen for Jordan Larson and her team to take this win?
I think they took their foot off the gas pedal. I think for this Austin team, a lot of hitting errors was the story of the day. For Omaha, they just got to get tap into that magic, get that spark going.
Kat Bell with the spark, huge pancake in the first play. Free ball for Omaha. Francis keeping that in. It's tight for Eggleston, and she's down right off the block.
Kat Bell doing it all. Take a look at this. Deep on defense. Look at her lay out. Getting horizontal and punching the floor with joy. Sometimes you gotta pound your own drum.
I'm sure the floor hurt more than her hand. Oh, what a play from Austin, but it's a free ball for Omaha. Huge dig from Vicky Savar. Free balls back to back.
Little fatigue here we're seeing towards the latter part of this match. For Governor, a little short to, a little slow to get up. Love the hustle from Anna Hawk in the back. And then the menace in the middle.
Omaha looking to build that lead. Dykema, back row setting, now at the service line. Eggleston handles that serve. And Kat Bell, she is shining from behind the 10-foot line.
And they're moving around. Got a few hitting errors in the fourth set from the D ball on the right side. That time they move her and push her to the middle. Carly Lloyd doing a good job making the right pivots.
Big up from Bell, keeping that ball alive. Defense from Hawk, but finally Omaha's block putting it away.
You know, and this crowd has been really positive tonight, right? Even when things were looking bleak, they know their team needs the support. 7 losses, a lot of losses.
That energy Francis is bringing, you would think she's been on the team for 3 seasons. She got here Tuesday. Rodriguez at the service line. Straight into a triple block. Jordan Larson shutting down Eggleston.
Right, and this is a pattern. Lexi Rodriguez gets to the back line, the crowd goes crazy, they score points.
Even when Rodriguez is not digging, you can feel the effects of her. Asia O'Neal on the slide, keeping it alive though. It's Larson's chance right off of Jarvis.
Early in her career, it was 90% fastball. As she gets towards the latter part, she sets you up with the changeup, sets you up with the off-speed shot, but she still has the heater. I like this early timeout from Chris McGowan. This is, he could feel the energy, he could feel the flow. You know, I think he's going to stick with this 5-1 through. He hasn't gone through the 6-2 all match long. The one move he might make is maybe a Molly McCage back in, maybe a Maddie Skinner back in.
What do you think Chris McGowan's telling the team right now? If you had to guess.
I saw a lot of block moves, right? And so if that's something that they've done great all night long, stay strong. Make sure we keep the ball in play, hit the high hands, but let's finish it at the net with the big block.
For Omaha, we haven't seen that triple block yet. All of a sudden, there's 6 hands on the right side.
Yeah, really good job of seen the tendency last time they went to Cat Bell in the pipe, and this time they were ready for him.
Jordan Larson at the front, Lexi Rodriguez at the back. It doesn't get better for Nebraska fans here at Baxter Arena. Cat Bell going for the all-out swing, and there's hands. What a call. I did not see that at first.
I didn't see it either. It looked like she had got underneath the ball a little bit, but really nice hit. And now she's in the front row. This is a formidable block right now. This is the best block Austin has.
This front row is scary from Austin. Jarvis not able to keep that ball alive. It's a huge kill from Omaha. Francis again, even in that 5th set, she's making such a difference.
And Cesar back in to serve. Love this.
Cesar right to Logan Eggleston. How important is it to serve hard? Because you see what happens when a team gets a 3-option pass.
Yeah, Austin's so deadly and devastating when they get a good pass. You're absolutely right. I think Omaha can take some chances.
5-5 here in the 5th set. Larson handling that serve. Battle at the net. Larson overwhelming Cat Bell.
Not the first push, it's the last push, and she pushes hard and late.
Oh, big dig from Rodriguez. Cat Bell cannot be stopped, though.
Balance on D. And you think about it, she's used to playing defense left back. This is a brand new thing for her in the middle back. You know, you go back to serve and you look at those 3 passing, there's really not a good option.
Do you go short? How do you avoid
they've
that?
had some success. Cat Bell has had some success serving short, and she'll be serving in the next rotation. See if we'll see that.
Larson at the service line, one of the best servers in Love. Back to Cat Bell again. Oh, and still getting the kill, even with an awkward set. Larson looks slow to get up. Not sure if she hit her head going down. The trainers going out together. And it looks like Larson wants to stay in. Susie Fritz checking in on her.
Such a smart volleyball crowd, right? They see it before we do. And a hush came over this gym, and then a nice polite applause as people seem to think there's some normalcy here.
Larson's not about to go out in this 5th set. Textbook block from Obagu.
And that's a really good swing from Savard. High hands with a lot of power. Obagu's just up there in the rafters.
Perfect pass. And Thader taking advantage of that pass from wong-orantes.
She's been one of the stars of this match. In front, behind, from the service line as well. So fluid.
Now both teams at 8-8. Playing at 15. Obagu with the slide. Ooh. A little awkward, but worked out in Austin's favor.
A lot of pressure here on the rookie, Sammy Francis.
Big coverage from Omaha. Tight pass. Vicky Savar somehow keeping that ball alive.
And I kind of like that Jordan Larson forced the issue. She set this really tight. The first one, they get the good cover, but on this play right here, forces the action at the net. Kind of like that. There it is, right? The hitting errors.
Do you think the high hands was the good option right there for Eggleston, or would you wanted to see some more snap?
She's getting a little bit underneath it, right? So there's high hands, and then there's two high hands, and she's been hitting some of the two high hands.
In Omaha, only 1 point ahead, but 1 point when you're at 10 in the fifth set can feel like a world to your opponent, especially when you're in front of your home crowd, in front of thousands of fans. Sammy Francis next to Jordan Larson. You would think Francis thinks she's in a fever dream. If you told her Monday that tomorrow you are on your way to Omaha, Nebraska to be playing in a pro match and be one of the stars, I'm not sure she'd believe you. Maybe she would, though. Laura Dykema, 5th in love in assists. Hard serve, it's back to Eggleston with the roll shot. Tight. Oh, what a choice from Eggleston. Quick decision making worked out for her. Tied up 10-10. This is the 5th set red zone right here. Kimberly Drevniak, absolutely no one from Austin was touching that ball.
Against a pretty formidable block, too. In Austin, there's no easy outs. And if you're Lexi Rodriguez, she's been having a lot of success serving down the line to Logan Eggleston.
Just like you called it, right to Eggleston, but it's back to Kat Bell. Kat Bell called over.
And just a little bit of breathing room right now for Omaha. Got to keep the gas pedal going.
Chris McGowan sticking with this lineup, having faith in his team in this 5th set. Big coverage. Anna Hawk is there. Eggleston finding those hands you were talking about.
And guess who said it again? It wasn't Carly Lloyd. It was Kat Bell stepping in, waving everyone off. Oh, man. Super entertaining.
Carly Lloyd. Back serving. Back row setting. And Jordan Larson knows absolutely where to put it.
And I was just thinking to myself, this is that block. This is the one that is really scary in the front line. And Jordan Larson understands the challenge. One step ahead, really smart. This is a pinpoint perfect ding.
Omaha 2 points away from a win they desperately need in front of a huge home crowd. Oh, Jordan Larson still going for it. Most players wouldn't even think to go for that ball. This veteran is doing everything in her power to keep her team alive.
Everyone is going to see the last touch, which is the governor hitting high hands, but that pass from Leslie Rodriguez set it all up.
Set match point for Omaha here in front of their home crowd. Little too wide from Larson.
One more match point. You got the front row setter right now. Thader's been so good. I think you got to give her a chance.
Match point, Asia O'Neal at the service line. It's tied to Jordan Larson, tipped over. Carly Lloyd keeps that ball alive. Fans are on their feet. Kat Bell taking that set. Kat Bell again. She wants that second ball. Not even a set, and she's going for the kill.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, and a timeout. Omaha looking to break Austin's momentum. Now even playing field. Match point is up for grabs yet again.
This is a really challenging rotation for Omaha. They've got the front row setter going. Thader going slide to the back is their best option, but they haven't had perfect serve reception.
How important has Kat Bell's instincts on the second ball been?
You know, we talked about her personality, right? She's a team player. She's been supportive of her team throughout the year, but she's also someone who has a lot of confidence in herself, so she's not going to wait for other people to go save the day. She's going to call her own number early.
Omaha in front of their home crowd. Are they going to Larson?
I think they want to go to Thader. They've tried 2 times in a row to Larson, right? I think on a good pass, Thader's your option.
Thader's been very clutch here in this match against Austin, an epic 5-setter. And they go to Thader, getting the kill, Emily Thader again.
Perfect pass, Dykema delivers. And now Sammy Francis in the front. No, they actually got the wrong server going back. Omaha's got to check their rotation right now.
You do not want to lose a point on rotation, especially when your team has earned a match point. All the fans here in Baxter Arena are on their feet. It's the governor up to serve, Jordan Larson. Number 3 in aces for Love. What can Kat Bell not do tonight?
She's been golden.
Kat Bell has struggled with staying behind the 10-foot line of his back row attacks. Interested to see if she gets a chance.
Wow, they're going to challenge this one, I think. That was hard angle. Savard has been thinking about this one for a long time and just gripped it and ripped it.
Match point again for Omaha. Their 4th one. Obagu with the slide, getting that tool. Austin is forcing these fans sit back down. We are not done here in the 5th. 16 all. And a hawk up. Eggleston one-on-one shutting down Francis. Match point for Austin. And Susie Fritz is not letting Austin get any more momentum than they already have from that point. Well, we talked about Chris McGowan going to Susie Fritz. What do you think she's telling her team?
I think got to pass, and then we got to go out to Savard again because she just came in and teed off on it. Pass is key, though, right? You got to get Obagu not as involved in the offense. On the other side, this Austin team's got all the momentum. Just got to go out and finish, and you can see the look in the eyes of Kat Bell. She is not satisfied yet.
Omaha already out on the court. They're ready to go. Ready to serve or receive and get a 3-option pass to Laura Dykema.
And Obagu, we can see her right in front, say, let's finish this right now.
Match point for Austin. It's tight. Chiaka Obagu winning the match for her team here in Omaha, Nebraska at the 5th set, 18-16. Chris McGowan is over the moon for his team right now. Stuck with the lineup, used his depth, and it played out for him. What a night for Austin. Omaha showed so much fight in that 4th set. Susie Fritz embracing Chris McGowan. Jordan Larson up to congratulate her opponents. But Obagu was just the story of the night. She could not be stopped, especially when it comes to her blocking. Kevin, you said it, the best blocker, not the league, not the nation, but the world. She will shut you down and in style. She does not stop her form. She does a crunch in the air. Her hands press to the middle of the court as she has those slides nailed down. Carly Lloyd and her showing that connection they have had for so long. Chiaka Obagu leading the way alongside Cat Bell at the front. So many great blocks tonight. An amazing play again for Omaha as well. Cat Bell on your screen. Are you kidding me? She has done so much tonight. Obagu is our player of the match, but she wants Cat Bell over here as well. We're gonna take turns here. Oh, 2 for 1. Tonight's player of the match, Austin middle blocker, Chiaka Obagu. And now we have Kevin Wong here with Chiaka. Kevin, we're up.
I am perplexed because we were bringing up Chiaka, but then she's bringing up Cat Bell. Talk to me about why you're bringing up Cat Bell here today.
You know, I feel like today we needed a lot of energy and a lot of fire coming on the court, and I felt like Kat lit a fire under everyone's, pardon my French, ass. And I feel like when she was in, I felt more confident. So I feel like I could not have done tonight without her pumping up everyone. So thank you.
Super special time. Obviously, a lot of respect. As we head 3 weeks away from the finals, talk about the mindset that you have going on, the mindset that your team has as well.
I mean, I think we understand that it's anyone's game. The beauty in this is everyone makes playoffs, so it's just about peaking at the right time, and we see those increments that we're getting better, and we're just hoping that it all comes together in 3 weeks.
Love it. Cat Bell, lean into the microphone and say something, because I know you got some magic right now, too.
I got a lot to say. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually.
No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, this year has been such a growth development moment for me. Like, these girls are absolutely amazing. It's been great to be able to come back home and be with my Austin teammates, and I'm just very fortunate and I'm very happy to be playing with my friends. I'm here to have a good time, honestly.
And that she did.
Shelby, back to you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. What a word. Chiaka Obagu and Cat Bell. You don't get one without the other. A desperate need for Austin to win tonight, and they pulled one out. Omaha getting the loss in last place, but if anyone can turn it around, it's Omaha. Madison is a testament to that as well. Lost many matches straight, and now they are sitting third. Atlanta has only lost 3. You will see them tomorrow. They are extremely hard to beat. It's going to be a rough one tomorrow. For next week, more up for ESPN Plus and League One Volleyball. Omaha versus Austin. And we saw Austin take out the 5th. Salt Lake versus Omaha coming up, and Madison versus Austin as well. Join us next week for more League One action from Austin as the playoff push continues at 8 p.m. Eastern. March 28th, Omaha takes on Austin. And doubleheader Saturday, March 29th, as Salt Lake battles Omaha at 7 Eastern, followed by Madison versus Austin on ESPN2 at 10 Eastern. For Kevin Wong and our entire crew, I'm Shelby Coppage. Thank you for watching League One Volleyball. There's more tomorrow.